We produce them, we build them, we make them so that you can do what maybe in the past was only reserved for the deep pockets, the trust fund babies, the royal, the rich, the wealthy, the red carpets. We give you every aspect of that, whether you're spending $9.99 on a Friday, or maybe you're going to go for something that's certified, appraised, set in platinum, a little bit more of an upscale purchase. Doesn't matter. You're going to save so much money here at Shop LC. And one more thing before I show you the first one. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you. Are you a member of the Shop LC VIP Facebook page? It's free to join. We're over 6,000 Rockhounds strong, and there are so many amazing conversations. People meet each other on Facebook. One lives over here, one lives over there, and they're now fast friends because they have this amazing connection. So go to Shop LC, the VIP page on Facebook, and click to join. We would love to have one more friend in the world of Facebook. All right. So thank you for joining us. Let me know where you're shopping down below in the chat, and we're going to get you going. DJ is driving the big bus of savings and magic behind the scenes, and doing all this. I've got to tell you something. Our producers here on the live stream show, they're incredibly talented. On the other side, in the TV world, it takes multiple hearts, hands, and sets of hands and minds to put on a show. Here, it's this dadgum microphone, that little camera on the phone, and the producer. DJ today is running multiple screens. He's managing the chat. He's set up everything beautifully. He's printed out all my information sheets. Thank you, DJ, 1,000 times. Thank you. So send a thumbs up and a big squishy heart to DJ in the chat down below. All right. Thank you all again for joining us. My name is Becky Booker. I am officially a crazy Rockhound girl. My handle is Downtown Rockhound. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok as Becky B. That's kind of an emerging thing. But let's get you going with option number 1. And it is this incredible beauty. Now, I wear a size 8, and a lot of these are not going to fit my regular ring finger, but I want you to focus on taking a look at these, and the way that you do a look, the way that you window shop, okay, is you type in shop 1 down below in the chat. You hit send, and we're going to send you back a link to this item on the big old Shop LC website, all right? And you'll get to see all of the details. Another fantastic team that works behind the scenes and does not get enough credit are the folks that take the pictures, that build the images, and do all of the photography that you see in what is essentially an online catalog. You'll see angles and shapes and sizes. One team has to actually do the measurements of the stone. So it's really complicated. And I know I can show it to you here on my hand, and I'll be showing you things throughout the day. But when you want to see how it looks up close and personal, and you want to see all of the 411 on every single piece, type in the number below, shop 1, hit send, and then take a look at all of the images online. You'll see up close detail of how beautiful the prong work is. I mean, if a camera lens can capture sparkle, these guys do it. These guys do it. Let's talk about color. Any gemstone that makes that transition, that super, super rare transition from just a mineral specimen over to a gemstone and jewel, guess what? It's got to have all of the things. It's got to be sturdy and stable. It's got to have rich color. You have to be able to facet it. And when we talk about color, guess what? Every gemstone has that top tier. We call it the top 5. There's that top 5% of every gemstone family that gives you what is essentially the crown jewels experience. Are we good?
Getting there.
All right, DJ's doing some fine tuning back there. He's got an eye, and I'm telling you, he ain't afraid to use it, okay? He's got 2 of those eyeballs, and he's going to make sure that we're locked in. Now, details here are important because you've got altogether 4.38 grams, and this is actually in 10 karat yellow gold. I told you we were going to do the royal treatment today on amethyst. So right out of the gate, we're at 10 karat yellow gold. Amethyst is an abundant material. You can find it in Africa. It shows up in Brazil. It shows up in different places because quartz is one of the most abundant minerals on the planet. But again, when we start sifting down and sifting down and sifting down, you want to see that top 5%. That's the color that you get. And I do call it Crown Jewels Amethyst because I've been to the Tower of London multiple occasions. I really love looking at pictures of really expensive pieces and then finding something similar in that look that fits my budget. That is our superpower here at Shop LC. Okay. You're looking at, in the world of regular retail, if you were going to, do the hoity-toity, the big names where shopping is not a common sense thing. It's kind of driven by, okay, how bad can we make that customer want it? Oh, can I see that amethyst? Oh, darling, no, that's too expensive. That's not for you. They will literally use tactics like that to kind of make you beg for access to beautiful jewels. Selling the experience rather than the knowledge and the know-how to put together something that uses top-tier ingredients for a top-shelf experience. Yes. Okay, altogether, 6.05 carats. That triangle, when it's in a gemstone, we call it a trillion cut. And it's a brilliant trilliant because it's got those wonderful little sparkle facets that are shaped like little kites and little triangles. And the light not only bounces off of the surface, but it literally enters the stone and exits in a cascade of sparkle and brilliance. And that is not easy to do when you are that deep, that dark, that concentrated of color. When I move this back and forth, even on a cell phone camera, my friends, you see the pinks, the reds, the cranberries, which literally explode from under that gorgeous purple. Everyday low price here at Shop LC. These are free shipping, by the way, and you're going to get ready to type in LIVE25 as your discount code, as your superpower savings code today. $1334.99, the Shop LC price in gold with diamonds and with an amethyst that has a cut that will make you stop, blink, rub your eyes, and maybe even take your breath away, and rightfully so. The amethyst is 12 millimeter symmetrical on the faceting. We're talking $5,700 at retail, Shop LC everyday price because we build it in this house, $1334.99. Your live stream price, you type in live25, your price goes down to $1,001. So right off the bat, you've saved about $335. Then you type in the budget pay option, and you can split that payment with top tier, gem quality, royal, ridiculous purple amethyst and diamonds and gold. $200 is your budget pay, and there's only 5 of those. We're not talking long-term. We're talking short-term payments and long-term love affair. Now, that's a combination you're just going to have to get used to. Short-term payments, long-term love affair for this jewelry experience. All right, so type in Shop 1 down below. Okay, I got a pen. Shop 1 and get it home and try it out. You make your first payment today. Put on whatever card suits you, your payment. This is not, by the way, this is not a Shop LC credit card situation. There's no such thing as a Shop LC credit card situation, which means we don't charge you any interest, okay? And we do not report the short-term, the budget pay to any credit reporting agency, who, by the way, is kind of thumbs down on all of those short-term payment processes. It doesn't reflect well on your credit situation. So get it home for $200 today. And if something you say, what, that's it's not my cup of tea. Fine, send it back. We'll put the $200 right back on your credit card. And by the way, it does have an appraisal of $3,200. $3,200. Okay, and you're taking it home for 5 payments of $200? Yes. Yes, please and thank you. All right, moving on.
Here, before we move on to the next item, let's quickly talk about GemFest.
Oh, yes. Okay, we've been reminding you every which way we know how to get on over to GemFest. Now, it's free. It's open to the public, and it's coming up next Friday. It starts at 10 o'clock, right, TJ?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up my Friday show at 6 a.m. I'm going to have some breakfast. I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to come right back for GemFest. There's going to be a fashion show. The Pearl guy will be here. Matt. We've got a brand new expert on.
It's at 1 p.m.
Oh, at 1 p.m. At 1?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 to 4 this time.
1 to 5.
Oh, 1 to 5. Okay, so you can do all your morning stuff and get your stuff out of the way and still come on over. If you're anywhere in the Austin, Texas area, if you're in Central Texas, if you're a couple of hours driving away, gosh, get in the car and come on over and see us. There's no entry fee. So like a lot of gem, and crystal mineral shows, they're going to be showing up all over the place, and they do. You have to pay $20 just to walk in the door. It's free. If you'll go to my Facebook page, I literally showed you what the sign looks like outside on the street. We're at 100 Michelangelo Way. I showed you the door so you could look for that door. You simply push the doorbell and come into our house, the House of Fun. Okay. So come on and join us for Gem Fest next Friday. A week from yesterday. So this coming Friday, join us right here for Gem Fest. We have great snacks. It's a great crowd. It's a fun, energetic experience. We'll have some Gem Fest deals for you as well, but there will be a fashion show. There'll be some great workshops as well. So come on over to Gem Fest. We'd love to have you here at this big old house. Open arms, waiting to give you a big hug so you can see what we do and how we do it here at Shop Hilsey. There are normally studio tours as well, so you may get to take a little tour very quickly through the studio while they're doing a live television production. It's fun. It really is fun. So come join us for Gem Fest. Thank you for the reminder, DJ. All right, we are moving and grooving into a whole other aspect of wow here. Also, premium Lusaka amethyst. Amethyst that shows up in different parts of the world has different color palettes and different personalities. Mother Nature doesn't cook the same, make the same recipe everywhere. I mean, if you think about something as just as essential as bread, for example, you've got lavash. In one part of the world, you've got bagels in another part of the world, you've got sourdough in another part of the world. Basically the same elements, but with just a little tweak or nuance to that recipe that still produces bread, but you can't compare a saltine cracker with a slice of sourdough or a big loaf of brioche. Little nuances there, and that's how it is with amethyst. When we tell you that they're Lusaka amethyst, that is known to be one of the richest colors in the world of amethyst. It's complicated in a good way. It's layers of blue and pinks and cranberries, and all of that swirls together to give you the world-class Lusaka amethyst experience. There she is, and she is a treasure. 12.7 carats altogether, so 3 1/4. And notice that you've got little diamonds burnished on the side. Type in shop 2. Making my notes here, DJ. Type in shop 2 down below because I want you to get over to the website and take a look at this setting. This little setting technique is really complicated. You've got to have a steady hand and just be straight up stubborn to make this one happen. But the diamond setters here have done a superb job. There are little holes drilled into the shank or the band itself. And you'll see kind of a stadium seat design. So you'll see these beautiful flared openings. And then the stones, and to do this on baguettes is really even more difficult. Then the stones, the diamonds, are nestled into those little openings. And then the stone setter has to take a little tool, and they have to literally nick up a little bit of that gold and bring it around to hold in every single one of those diamonds. Extremely talented stone setters to do that job. It's called burnishing, and it's really complicated. Now, when you get your ring home, if you have magnification, look at it. Get to know your beautiful gem in the middle, because you might see swirls of little inclusions. You might see different layers of color. It's a very complicated gemstone, but it's also a very rich and reliable beauty experience for your hand and your collection. And these designs are designed to be extremely wearable, but they just look so rich. When you see Luxoro on a name, that means it's our design. Our designers, our stone setters, our production team, our gem hunters, bringing home an incredible value, again, on what I really do call the crown jewels experience with amethyst here at Shop LC. Listen, if you're going to buy quad A tanzanite, for example, and you wanted it to be a super large piece, that's gonna hit your budget with a big price tag. You shouldn't be locked out of elegance and sophistication and richness because that doesn't happen to be your budget at this stage in your financial life. You should be able to have access to and to afford beautiful things that stand toe-to-toe with pieces that are designer produced, big price tags, limited engagement, because that's what you're getting when you're talking about these amethysts. They are top tier Quad A. What's the difference? The difference is tanzanite's a single source stone. Tanzanite is really not coming out of the ground anymore. Super rare, difficult to source. Amethyst, it's abundant, shows up in a lot of different places, gives us a pretty steady supply of material to work with. Now, you still have to pick out the top quality material, but it's so worth it. All right, let's talk regular retail. How does $10,000 grab you? Okay. How does thinking about that price, and let's break that down for just a minute. Middleman, a stone supplier. Somebody has to mine it. Infrastructure, big money. Somebody has to sort it, kicking out all the stuff that's not the top 5%. Somebody has to facet it. If you're not a talented, know what you're doing gemstone cutter, you put that little crystal on the spinning wheel of the polisher, it could explode. It could literally explode if you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. The end result here is nothing more than absolutely fascinating and just miraculous. All right, all together, including the diamonds, including the amethyst, including the 10-karat yellow gold, you are at 5.7 carats, all right? 5.7 carats. Regular Shop LC price on this, $11.99. Live stream saves you 25% today. Happy birthday, February, guys and gals. Type in live 25 and you're going to see what happens. That Shop LC price, including your free shipping, by the way, from $11.99.99 goes down to $8.99.99. And now your budget pay, divide that by 5, goes to $180. 5 payments of $180 for lifetimes. This is generational jewelry, my rockhound friends. You will wear this. You will get many compliments. You will stand a little taller. You will feel the elegance. You will feel the sophistication. You will feel the magic that top quality gemstones and jewelry have done for the elite throughout time. You just joined that club, but you did it on a budget. You know the secret. Shop LC. All right, $180 is your budget pay. Now this one will not come with an appraisal, but it does have a legacy card. And save these, because this is the little thing that your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren may take to a future event of Antiques Roadshow, and they'll say, my granny found the coolest place to buy gemstones and jewelry. It's this little crazy TV. You know what I'm saying. This is the story of this miraculous piece. Take a photo of yourself and get it printed, and develop a family photo for these beautiful, gorgeous family heritage legacy pieces. All right. This one is Shop 2. Type it down below. We'll send you a link. You can do a deep dive and take a look at all of those wonderful photos and see the ins and the outs and the measurements of this gorgeous piece. For $180 on budget pay, you also have a 30-day money-back guarantee and free shipping. And if you get these home and you change your mind, and listen, we all have different tastes and preferences. Things look different in person. You might see it on my hand and go, oh, I have to have it. You may get it home and go, you know what? That's not my cup of tea. Fine, send it back. Don't go without, though. This gemstone gives you really and truly the opportunity to experience crown jewels quality. Lusaka Amethyst here at Shop LC, set in gold. Shop 2, we're moving and grooving. And, you know, I know I'm going to talk about every single one of these pieces way too much today, so I'm not going to apologize, because I want you to understand what an amazing opportunity you have with Amethyst. And by the way, at 2 o'clock, we've got aquamarine, including an aquamarine bead necklace. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's the second show today at 2 o'clock. So get your lunch plans ready, because you're going to come back and join me for aquamarine at 2 p.m. Okay. Normally, a center stone has 4 prongs. That's normally it. And if it's a pear shape, maybe it's got a couple of prongs on the shoulders, and then it's got maybe a V at the point, or maybe just one prong there. Okay, no worries. No problem. I get it. This one needs more than 4. This one needs more than 4. You have 6 extended prongs. They've all been extended, rounded off for a true treasure. Now, this is 9.7. Okay, so just for the sake of comparison, let me show you number 1 and number 2. And I want you to see how this hits, because number 1 and number 2 make quite a statement. Okay, but now take a look at what enlarging that gemstone, that jewel does. It sort of makes you look once, makes you look twice. It gives you the oh, wow. Now, this stone is deep. So you're going to see that there needs to be some real estate there to hold all that gorgeous color in place. Guess what? We've custom designed this basket mounting with 6 prongs to hold all of that gorgeous color. You see what I'm talking? Variety and value. Now, these are in the 5 carat range with diamonds in gold. This one has less diamonds overall. There's still some diamonds on the shoulders. And it's got an amazing mounting. Let me show it to you again. The diamonds are right here on the shoulders. You can see just a little, not too much, just a little sprinkle on top of that cookie, a little sugar on top of that cookie. But here's the thing. This one is already marked down on clearance. Now, I'm not sure, but it seems to me like this one was one of our doorbusters because we almost always have an amazing doorbuster for Black Friday. We are now down to only 26 of these pieces. And I cannot get it over my finger. I wish I could. This is such a gorgeous treasure. But look at how it sits right in the middle of your hand. So it's not too big. We've sort of been brainwashed to think 9 carats, oh my gosh, that's so big. It's perfect. It's really, truly perfect. And it's set so securely, and it's set down as low and compact as it can be. Because remember, this is a significant size on a gemstone. Clearance price on this one is already marked down to $571.99. Yeah, 500, not 5,000. I know. I know. Suggested retail on similar items are going to range anywhere from $3,500 upwards. Okay, thousands of dollars. We sourced it directly. We designed the mounting. We built the mounting. We finished the mounting. We put it all together. And we got rid of the middlemen. Kicked those bad boys and those markups to the curb. It's normally $879. And you could argue that a 9 carat amethyst of this color and quality could potentially be much more than that. These are designer favorites too, because when you talk about top quality gemstones, these purples and amethysts give you a level of availability that you just don't get. There's just more quad A amethyst than there is quad A tanzanite or quad A aquamarine. So that's abundant supply gives you an abundance of designs and affordable styles. $879 every day here at Shop LC. $571 is our clearance price. Now, normally when we have a clearance event, it's all sales final. This one still will give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. We've already taken it down over $300. Now we're going to type in Live 25 and give you an extra 25%, but only for 26 of you, which takes your price down to $428.99. Then we're going to slice and dice and take your budget pay down to $85. Yes, $85, okay? Type in Shop 3 in the comments below, and just get them while you can, okay? Get them while you can. Free shipping when you type in Live 25. And the personal shopping team is 888-835-2237. Did you write it down? 888-835. I'll write it down for you. 2237. Write it down once. Put it in your phone forever. Because when you're hunting for that special gift for you or someone special, personal shoppers will help you do that. 888-835-2237. All right, this is Luxoro. When you see Luxoro, it's going to be gold. It could be rose gold, yellow gold, white gold. It's going to be 10 karat or 14 karat. This one will also come with a Luxoro Legacy card. And that one is set in rose gold. I love that combination of the purple of the amethyst and the blush of the rose gold. The center stone weighs in at, it says 9.7 carats. I'm going to bet that the center stone is like 9.6 carats, and you've got about 10 points of diamonds. There you go. That's an amazing piece. Walk into any store, and just ask them to see their amethyst collection. If you see 3 pieces in this quality, I would be stunned, okay? Because that's one of the things I do. I do get out and about and walk around through different stores and take a look and look at the showcases. You just don't see a lot of top quality amethyst out there. It's an abundant material. It's a moneymaker for the retail industry because they can buy it fairly accessible and mark it up. You know why? Because it's one of those gemstones that forces you at regular retail to pay the pretty price, the pretty tax. Oh, it's really pretty. Yeah, but really and truly, you want common sense. that you want the skill and the knowledge to buy luxury items with that common sense outlook. This is really and truly, this is your home. Welcome aboard. All right, that was going to be shop 3. Shop 3, type that below. We'll send you the link. And if you have questions, resizing, you want to ship it to somebody else, I mean, the personal shopping team will really help you out. 888-835-2237. Mark a spot on your calendar for GemFest right here in Austin. We'd love to have you in our house, give you a tour, give you some great snacks, lots of fun things, a fashion show, some great workshops, all kinds of great things coming up. So check out GemFest here at Shop LC coming up next Friday. So I hope to see you here, okay? I really do. Starts at 1. Got plenty of time to get here. All right, one of my favorite color combinations in the world is Sleeping Beauty and Amethyst, and we've got it coming up. Are we going to start with the bracelet? Yes, we are, and we'll get you to this, but oh my gosh, goody gumdrops. How many remembers that old phrase, right? Goody gumdrops. I love it. Okay, I love bracelets, and I'll tell you why. Seriously, number 1, a super short attention span. Who knew? DJ, who knew? And instant gratification, quite honestly. I admit it. I want to see, I buy a piece, and I'm sure you do as well, especially when we're talking about jewelry. One of the biggest, maybe even the first and last things to consider is, but how does it look? That's the reason that they have those big mirrors in the dressing rooms, right? How does this look? How does that look? You step back and you observe and you sort of take in the whole look of the outfit. I've been thinking about this actually, DJ. Many places you go in and you just buy the standard jewelry. Okay. What you see in the counters is sort of like the brainchild of some corporate person somewhere in a remote office somewhere has decided that this will be the lineup that you have for the entire year. These are your choices. We've decided for you. Pick from this limited quantity. Honey, at Shop LC, we like bringing you different. We like bringing you edgy. We love creative use of color. Our style gurus are just that. They are style gurus. There is no limit. There is no holds back. We bring in parcels of gemstones and fashion them into beautiful pieces and then let the design team do the dream working for you. I mean, this is such a gorgeous color. You can see it right there on your wrist. Now, look at this. It's not just 1 or 2 stones placed on your wrist, and that's it. That's all she wrote. This goes all the way around 360 degrees. We could have easily taken 1 or 2 of those stones and made little sets of earrings for several $100s. Yeah, amethyst stud earrings. Throwing at the Sleeping Beauty? Are you kidding me? You've got top quality amethyst and one of the rarest, most expensive, most desirable forms of turquoise on the planet. Potentially in the entire Milky Way galaxy. Was that too much, TJ? I'm just telling you. And this is the wonderful / ridiculous part of this whole process. When it comes to doing bracelets, we don't just settle for making them in just the standard fits most people design, okay? This is something that you can wear every day. This is a level of luxury that you can literally wear every day. And I've gotten emails. I see the emails that come in sometimes from customers and I think, I couldn't wear that every day. You've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed by retail prices that normally at retail, gosh, if you saw $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a bracelet like that, you would say, I couldn't wear that every day anyway. You're justifying why you're not buying something that's just simply beyond your budget. When secretly, the diva, your inner 8-year-old is going, me, I want that. Well, guess what, girls, ladybugs, and gents? Listen, no rules. Gentlemen, look back and see what Louis XIV wore. He was one of the most stylish, decked out dudes in the whole history of Western culture in Europe. He didn't mess around. He accessorized, y'all. Big time, okay? 3 sizes. 6.5 is going to weigh in at 30.85 carats. The standard size, which is 7.25, that's the middle size, 33.9 carats total between the turquoise and the amethyst. Altogether, 38.4 carats in the amethyst and turquoise if you need a little bit of extra room and you weigh in at 8 inches on your wrist. Now, here's something to think about. If you normally wear a 7.25-inch bracelet, you might want to think about getting the larger size because you will go up a little bit and you will have what I call the designer drape. And that means it's not going to fit so snug and tight on your wrist right here, but it's going to have the freedom to wander. So it's going to look really beautiful here. It's going to look really beautiful there. So it's going to give you this luxurious drape that says, you know what? Yeah, it's a look. And I'm wearing it, and it's gorgeous. Because you know why? All 3 sizes are averaged out. They're all the same price point. Now, retail on this, if I saw this for $3,000, it's at $89. It's $29.99 to start with. When you consider the quantity of stones and the amount of time that goes into casting a piece like this, each one of these little sections is essentially a piece of jewelry. And then each one of those sections, you can see back here on the back, that's a section, that's a section. Each one of those sections has to be individually cast. You look at the bracelet as a whole, and it looks very large, but it's an assortment of small pieces precisely assembled so that you get this big fluid experience around your wrist. Then we've got an insert box clasp. We've got 2 locking closures on here as well. Your price on this one, this blows my mind, DJ. This is $399 any day at Shop LC for that level of gemstones. If you're a jewelry collector, if you're a gemstone collector, stop buying gemstones in little plastic boxes and buy lots of jewels, LOT, a grouping of gems. And the matching on these, impeccable. If you're just buying gemstones because you collect gemstones, buy it already set in jewelry. Why not? Instead of having a safety deposit box full of tiny little plastic boxes that you're not going to duct tape that box to your wrist and go to a party with it. If you're a gemstone collector, build a collection. Collect your gems and jewels in finished jewelry. Even if you're going to repurpose this down the road for something else, who cares? Good choice. Great price. Are you kidding me? 38 carats for $399? DJ, that's $10 a carat. And honey, you can wear this color with anything. You could wear this with red. The color of the year from that company that tries to boss us around everywhere, this is the color of the year. And it's kind of good because you focus on, refreshing, rejuvenating your wardrobe, kind of exploring different color options. You know what it is this year? I think it's called either Snow Dancer or Sky Dancer or something. You know what the color is? It's white. It's white. Wear it with white. Wear it with red. Wear it with purple. Wear it with green. Wear it, and every time you wrap this baby around your wrist, you're going to say, you know what? It's $3.99 from my friends at Shop LC. And those crazy people lost their mind, and for 48 hours, they marked it down another 25%. Type in Shop 4 down below. Get yourself over to the description of this on the Shop LC webpage. And we've broken it all down for you. Look at the math and the numbers on this because the dollars and the carats don't add up here to anything except incredible value and savings. And this is fluid. Listen, I'm picky. I wear bracelets all the time. Multiple bracelets, again, because I really do love looking at the things that I picked out because I like them. But this is incredibly fluid. Look at that on my wrist. And it's like, this is like the track on a bulldozer. It's that flexible, okay? 25% savings when you type in Live 25. So $3.99 goes all the way down to $2.99. You just saved $100. I don't know why. Because we can. We incentivize you to live in the moment so that you can reshape and reframe your mind and the possibilities that are waiting for you in abundance here at Shop LC. You've got an option for 5 budget pays on this, okay? Before the Live 25 discount, your budget pay was $80. And I'm going to tell you, that's a doorbuster price. We brought in an entire suite of these pieces. We've got earrings that I believe are the same silhouette. And I don't know if we still have this ring, which leads me to ask you, DJ, is there a bundle and save on this?
Let's see.
So we're going to check. So your budget pay was $80. With that Live 25 savings coupon, your budget pay goes down to $60. So you're saving $20. And that's not just on one budget pay. You have the opportunity to pick up that bracelet in the size that you need, small, medium, and large, and save $20 on every single one of those budget pays. And there's no credit check or no qualifying. It's already waiting for you. All right. And if you're wondering about, multiple gemstones on this one, long term, how am I going to care for that? Think about the Sure Shield program. Sure Shield is something that you all challenged us to figure out, and we did. And it's a little insurance policy that gives you the comfort and peace of mind of knowing that long term, after the initial warranty period, we're here to back you up and do any necessary adjustments if you need to. Yeah, you need that. You really, really do. Now, there's actually a ring. I don't think we have the ring.
We don't have the ring, but we do have the earrings.
We don't have the ring. But the ring is essentially this same silhouette. It's this silhouette. And it's waiting for you behind the scenes. Now, there's a very special deal that's available only to our live stream audience. And it's called Bundle and Save. So it means that if you want the entire collection, we're going to say thank you. And we're going to incentivize you to do that by giving you an extra 10% off this one and that one and the ring when you buy them all three together. This one is normally $3.99. The ring is $7.99. And the earrings are $169. Now, the ring is basically, I could do this. The ring is basically going to look like this because it's exactly the same silhouette as the earring. So that's what your ring is going to look like. All right. Altogether, if you bought them here, there, and wherever, your whole price would be $559. Now, when you consider that the retail on that bracelet is about $3,000, at $569 looks really, really, really great. But we're not done. To throw out a little television cliche, but wait, there's more. When you bundle and save all three at the same time in your shopping cart right now, you save an extra 10%. So your price would go from $569 to $512. That's good. That's good. But are you ready for great? Are you ready for wow? When you get one of each, and you can get the ring and the bracelet in the size that you need, and you put them all in your shopping cart and you do bundle and save, you get 10%. So that price, the bundle and save price of $512.98, you get to save an extra 25% on top of the 10% that you just saved. So if you bundle and save, now DJ, that can't be right.
Oh yeah, let me change it.
Are you serious? So you're $512.98. Type in live 25. Now you save, oh my gosh. So it goes from regularly all three would be $569. Bundle and save drops it to $512. Live 25 drops it to $384. $384. Then you budget pay it, and it's $76, $77 a month. $77, I'm going to round up. $77 a month. Now, remember that number, okay? $384. The regular price on the bracelet is $399. Do you know what that means, DJ?
Pretty good deal.
That means when you bundle and save, we're going to give you back $15, and we're going to throw in the earrings and the ring for free. That is Shop LC math, my friends. That is the crazy kind of Shop LC math that gets me excited, keeps me excited, and will keep me excited for probably 14 or 15 more years of working here. That's how long I've been there. I never get tired of showing you beautiful jewelry and then saving you a bunch of money. You know why? Because I've worked regular retail, and it can be sad. It can be sad. I've seen bright, shining faces, big hearts full of hope and desire and fun walk into a regular retail environment, and then the retail price tags just rip them out, stomp on them. No, it's expensive. You can't have that. That's too much money. That won't fit on your credit card. We're done with that. When you bundle and save, this is $399. Look at that. You'll get used to that. It'll take you, 30, 40 seconds to love wearing that bracelet. And here's the thing. When it comes to regrets, do you know what we regret in life? We regret when we don't do something. Regrets are almost related to no action or inaction or I didn't. It goes into the woulda, shoulda category. I mean, we just made this irresistible. This one is going to be shop 4. We've got the earrings. Can we make the earrings shop 5?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so we're going to make the earrings. The bracelet is shop 4 in 3 sizes, massive carat weight, massively beautiful. This is shop 4. These will be shop 5, okay? The ring is the same silhouette. The ring is waiting for you in your size on the web. Type in shop 4 right now and go look at this. The bundle and save is waiting for you if you type in shop 4 or shop 5. And think about this. I'm going to say this one time and we're going to move on. You're looking at well over 30 carats of incredible quality gemstones. This bracelet by itself every day, when it's not a live stream price, is $3.99. When you bundle and save, you get the earrings and you get your ring for $384. I don't know any other retailer. There are many retailers that perhaps would love to do that, but because of sourcing and manufacturing and all sorts of business complications, they're not able to do that. We each have to work with the tools that we have. We have better tools. We've got better talent. I'm bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm giving you my honest to goodness truth, okay? We are absolutely devoted to making sure that you get a world-class experience, no matter what your budget is. And I don't know anybody else, DJ, that's going to say, oh, you want that bracelet? You know what? That's okay. Here's $15 back. And what ring size are you? Can you imagine if you're getting this at the mall store and you're walking down, you wrap up your pack, you wrap up your, heck, I'm going to keep wearing this earring. Who am I kidding? You're walking down the mall now. And you've got your beautiful little paper bag and you've got all that lovely tissue paper and boy, you just had a great experience and you're walking down the mall and you're going to go get a pretzel and a Diet Coke or a glass of tea or you're maybe going to go over and have a slice of cheesecake because you did good. You got a great deal. And the salesperson comes running down the aisle in the mall screaming, ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. And you're thinking, did I lose my wallet? Did I drop my credit card? Did I drop my phone? What happened? And then they say, oh, we wanted to give you back $15 and the earrings. And by the way, what's your ring size? Yeah, pick the ring size that matches. And we're just going to give you those for free. That's what this is like. And it will be a regret. I'm telling you something. I have plenty of jewelry regrets and otherwise, because there are many times, not in the last few years, where I have said, oh, I'm going to think about it. Your brain will talk your heart out of something that this bad boy knows is the right thing to do. Type in shop 4 or shop 5, do the bundle and save, because I just almost can't describe how gorgeous it is. You just got to get them home. And listen, you still have a 30-day happiness guarantee. Get them home. Put on your fanciest athleisure wear. Put on your favorite yoga pants. Put on your favorite ripped jeans. Throw on a cute little white t-shirt or something simple. Put on a blue jean jacket, some sassy little boots or your favorite sandals, and accessorize with a trilogy of world-class jewelry. It's a brain changer. It's a brain changer, okay? Find me on Facebook, Becky Booker, and send me a direct message. Let's have that chat. Go to Shop LC VIP page, take a picture of yourself wearing all of these pieces, and see what your Shop LC VIP friends have to say. They're going to say, good job, well done. It's going to be a moment. Okay. That deal, by the way, is only good for 48 hours. You have 48 hours to get all 3 pieces, save $15 on the total, slice it up into a budget pay, and pass it on. Once your time on this planet is done, you'll pass it down, and it'll continue to glow and accessorize the wrists, the hands, the ears of many people that follow you in your family tree. These are legacy pieces. Okay. We're going to bring you next a piece that should never be in the show. And I'll tell you why it should never be in the show. This weighs in, it says 3.7. I suspect that's probably kilos. We'll check the math in a second. If somebody broke in my house, this is so heavy that I couldn't even pick it up and throw it as a weapon. It's too heavy. All right, it's too big. It's too big. It's not too big to bring peace to your space, to bring beauty and elegance, a little bit of that natural wow factor to any room in your home, maybe the credenza in your office, This is take your breath away wonderful. And because it's heavy, the reason that it shouldn't be in the show today is free shipping. Can you believe we're going to ship this for free, DJ? Friends at the shipping company and say, hey, we've got some friends out there. Can you just drop this off the next time you happen to be in Tucson? Can you just drop this off? Or are you going to be up in the Twin Cities? Can you just drop this off? Wait, you're going to be in California? You're your West Coast? Are you going to be in St. Louis, anywhere close? Yeah, could you drive over and drop this off? Free shipping doesn't mean that we've twinkled with the numbers and rolled the shipping cost in. Something like this to ship is probably easily going to be $30 or $40 because it's a substantial piece for the shipping out of our pocket. Yeah. All right. The weight on this says extra large, and we'll see if we can get a weight. Now, these were typically here at Shop LC measured in carats. If you go out in the world of regular retail, they're typically measured by the gross weight, so pounds or kilos, typically in kilos, because they tend to come from the mine, weighed in kilos, okay? But you get this rough, craggy surface. Now, we've taken the surface of the geode, and we've sort of given it a finish that is true. We just basically coated the exterior, and that keeps it clean. It makes it easier for you to dust in the short term and the long term. But here's the thing. We've actually drilled it on the base, okay? So we've put in this beautiful foot, and that gets cemented in, so that ain't going anywhere. And we make sure that every single one is balanced. So you've got a really wonderful opportunity to pick up an incredible item that would normally go for thousands of dollars. You look at these for how much of the surface is covered with those natural crystals. How about 100% presentation? Yeah. When you look at this and it sparkles, some people are amazed because they don't realize that these are all natural terminated crystal points. Every single one of those little sparkles and twinkles is actually not a facet. That's what amethyst looks like. This is growing inside of a big geode. So this have grown inside of a big hollow space inside of this particular nodule. And when we open it up, it's just crackerjacks gorgeous. All right, everyday price on this is going to be around $3,000. And you'll see specimens like this in high-end designer shops where you have to have the it accessory for your family room or your dining room, that it accessory. These are beautiful pieces because they are 100% crystalline sparkle. Shop LC price is way less than $3,000 or $4,000. Our everyday price on this one, and this one weighs in. I'll see if I can get the weight for you in a second.
Yeah, it doesn't have it on here.
Yeah, does it say? I'm pretty sure that this is 3.7 kilos, so this is going to be 5 or 6 pounds. It's an amazing geode. Okay, our everyday price on this is $670. Now, the live stream, the Live 25, type it in, Live 25. That's going to save you from $669 down to $502. That's $165 less than our everyday price for you. Okay, the stand's included. It's cemented in. It's permanently affixed. You don't have to do anything. No assembly required. Okay, but when you type in Live 25, that price at $502 can actually be split into 5 payments, and that 25% savings applies to every single one of those payments. Have you noticed that what used to be a 5-pound sack of sugar is now 4 pounds? Have you noticed that sometimes you have to, buy 3 or 4 of something to get one item, which is the discount or the bonus applied to that one item? No, this is old school savings because your budget pay goes from 134, 5 budget pays, and every single one of those budget pays is $100. It would be $100.50, $100. You save that 25% on every single one of your budget pays. So you save $34 on today's budget pay and $34 and $34 and $34 and $34, which means you're saving over $150, and it's shipping for free, and you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we can even drop ship it to you. So if you're seeing this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that would be perfect for so-and-so and so-and-so, we'll drop ship it for you. We'll send it straight to their door, okay? Yeah. They're incredible. They're beautiful. All full expressions of sparkle. Now, they're all going to weigh in at a similar weight, but These are unique treasures. No two of these will be exactly the same shape. However, they will all have the sand added to them, and they'll all pretty much have 100% crystal facing exposure. Yeah. Okay, that one is going to be Shop 6. Shop 6, type it in below. And when you get back to the Shop LC website, we'll send you that link and you can look at it, see it in all different ways and shapes. But also remember, these are limited. And we take amethyst for granted. Poor amethyst, right? Poor quartz. It's such an abundant material that sometimes we forget about it. We forget about how complicated and rich and wonderful and how varied the amethyst experience is. You know, you can literally put this incredible purple gem jewel in your ears, on your hands, around your wrist, gosh, around your ankles if you even wanted, in your home. So beautiful ways for you to really, really enjoy and savor the richness of this gemstone. All right, this one is going to be Shop 6. Your budget pay, all 5, go from $134 to $100 and change, and you have a full 30-day money-back guarantee on these. And these are going to weigh in. This is the extra large. This is going to weigh in at about 3.7 kilos. Okay, so that's good. That's 2.2, right? So 2, 4, 6, about 6 or 8 pounds. They're heavy. They're really heavy. We've added lots of gem crystal treasures over the past couple of years. The amethyst geodes do come in a couple of different sizes. So if you're looking for something that maybe is not that substantial, or you're looking for something a little bit smaller for whatever reason, check those out at shoplc.com. And remember, free shipping on that one and an unbeatable price, but only for the next 48 hours. You got to move, you got to groove, you got to grab it while you can get it, okay? Welcome to the live stream, my friends. Are you watching on Facebook or Instagram? How are you watching us? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? Share the show with your friends and family. Past shows get archived, and they live in the live stream library at shoplc.com. You can access those previous shows on the website or on the app on your mobile device. And you can scroll through. If you just wanted to clip out the presentation for the geode, for example, you can timestamp that and send it to somebody. Yeah, it's really crazy. Or you can use the little button at the bottom to sneak through the show until you find that item you want to share with somebody. But don't miss these deals, my friends. Happy birthday, February babies. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending some love from our hearts to our hearts to yours. Doing the best thing that we know how to do, and that is just do the right thing and save you a whole bunch of money. I'm loving these earrings, DJ. I'm loving them. I'm loving them. Okay, one good bracelet deserves another. And this one coming up next is going to be your Shop 7. So you can remember when you type in Shop 7, we'll send you back a link to this item on the Shop LC website. And you know what? I love that we've done all the sifting and sorting for you because you don't have to worry about where to find it or what it looks like or anything like that. Now, this one is going to have a little bit of a different movement, but it's still for the shape and the size of the links and the stones. It is very, very supple. When you're working in close quarters like this with links that are basically back to back, you've got to really know what you're doing. I mean, the engineering on this is really breathtaking. Now, altogether, this is going to be 41.85 carats. Let's see. You've got some Rose de France amethyst. You have some Lusaka amethyst and the white stones. I'm not sure what they are. This is our multi-gemstone bloom, and you've got really gorgeous quad 8 Rose de France amethyst. There's a lighter shade of amethyst that some people call pink amethyst. It was originally discovered in Bolivia, and it is purple, but it has a very interesting and a very strong secondary sort of a pastel pink color, and it's a game changer. You know, we all have our color preferences, our color palettes. So you've got pear-shaped amethyst. You have Rose de France amethyst, 21 of those pear shapes as well. Then you've got a combination of Lusaka amethyst in there as well. And then the white stones, DJ, are they white zircons? If you can roll down a little bit. Oh yeah, they are white zircons. Now, the thing that really caught my eye about these zircon is that they're large. You know, white zircons are a naturally occurring stone in the zircon family, which is the oldest mineral on the planet. And they normally do not show up in big sizes. White zircon has some properties that are very similar to diamond, and so it's a very, very interesting, naturally occurring stone that gives you a pretty close to a diamond experience. It sparkles, it's transparent, it's got a very high refractive index. It's another one of those light dancers that just loves to get out there and dance on the light beams. All right, let's talk pricing on this one. Now, there's 7¼ inches. You do have 2 figure-8 safety closures, and you have what we call an insert clasp. Let me show you. You've got this little piece, which is called the insert, or sometimes it's called the tongue, and it goes into this little receiver, and it fits in right like that. This is sometimes called a box clasp. Let me get that where I can see it. Yeah, and it will snap into place. You'll have to give it a little push, but you want that security so it fits nice and secure. But man, it is 1,000% elegance. Now, I'm going to disagree with that start price of $19.99. I really feel like if I saw this at one of the designer shops, you go to the mall, especially the open air malls, and there's like the everyday price, or there's the budget stores over there. And then over there on that one street, that one little passageway through the mall, that's where all the bad boys are lined up that have the big designer logos, and they've got a particular look and a particular color tissue paper and the yada, yada, blah, blah, blahs. You're getting that experience without all the hype, without all the, nonsense really. And I'm not saying don't buy designer, okay? I approach these things from the side of practicality, really and truly. You do you, but there's no debate about this price. 41 carats of earth mined stones, not crystals, not glass, not base metal. This is done in sterling silver, and then it's finished with rhodium. This is not crystal. It's not brass. It's not glass. I have one of those pieces. Little purple glass crystals set in base metal. It belonged to my great-grandmother. It's a little pin. You couldn't pay me $1 million for it. And that was one of her getting dressed up pieces, okay? And it was a beautiful jewel, but it wasn't gemstones, and it wasn't precious metals. It was still a precious piece, and it is to me today. But the parallel here is important because you see designers today using base metal, using gemstone lookalikes with crystal and glass and other alternative things, and that's what you're seeing for $200, $300, $400, sometimes $1,000. The world is changing very quickly, my friends. You really should consider picking up as many of these pieces as often as you can smartly do it, as often as your budget allows. Really. Long term, jewelry holds its value. Precious metal holds its value. All that stuff holds its value long term. Okay. Now, suggested start price on this is right around $2,000. I would say you could probably double that and add a little bit for some designers in today's marketplace. Our regular price on this is $359. Our clearance price, because we're down to only the pieces left in 7¼ our clearance price on this is $305.99. And this is going to fit you a little bit like a bangle. And that's because the stones are a little bit larger. This one has a little bit of a gorgeous movement as well. But the stones are larger, the bracelet is wider, and the links are a little bit bigger. So all of that has to curve around your wrist. In the end, this is going to fit you very much like a loose bangle. $305.99 is your clearance price on this one. 41 carats, earth mined gemstones, 2 amazing shades of amethyst. Type in Live 25 and let's see the celebration price on this one. Free shipping, yeah, but your price goes from $359 every day to a clearance price of $305 to a live stream price of $229. Yes. Slice and dice, budget pay activated. Your price is $45 and change for each one of those budget pays. So your budget pay goes from $61 interest free, okay, $61.20 down to $45 and change. That's huge. I mean, that's gorgeous. Now listen, you get it home, you don't love it, that's okay, send it back. But I'll tell you something, before you buy a really complicated piece of costume jewelry, use your costume jewelry budget for that big wedding, that big graduation. Maybe this is a particular year anniversary that you're going to go back and hang out with all your buddies from school, and you walk into that room and you really want to make an impression. You want to set yourself apart from every other person who's in every other cubicle in that big same office where everybody sort of looks the same after a while. You do it with accessorizing, and you do it smartly and elegantly when you're part of the Shop LC family. All right. And it's super easy. This is not, a warehouse club where you have to pay to join every year. You simply go to shoplc.com. You enter a little information, your name, your phone number, your shipping address, save your payment card, because now you're ready to fast buy whenever you see the bargain that speaks to your heart. And many of these pieces, actually all of these pieces, are limited. We do a certain production run with this particular parcel of stones, and then that one gets retired, and we're off to the next best thing, the next greatest thing. I love it. Okay, my friends, that one is going to be shop 7, 41.85 carats, and you take it home for 5 budget pays of 45 and change. And 30-day money-back guarantee is activated. But you've got 48 hours, and your clock is tick-tocking right now. Any questions? You want to ask a question that you're not seeing the answer to on the website, or I've answered for you here, reach out to the personal shoppers at 888-835-2237. And yeah, you know what they love to say? Yes. Yes, I'll find out for you. I love it. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. And remember, I think the Ruby Smackdown is going on over on live TV. You can watch both product streams at the same time. You can watch us on YouTube. You could watch them on TV. Lots of ways for you to double dip. You can watch one on YouTube on your TV and watch the other one on the app on your phone. You'll figure it out. It's a pretty quickly easy to acquire skill. Okay, coming up next, let's see. Oh, this one. Okay, now it would be it's a beautiful necklace if it's just the strand of amethyst. Okay, but when you add that little drop of delicious grapey greatness, it's a game changer. Now, big warning here. We have 27 of these pieces. And I mean it when I tell you, once they're done, they're done. I missed ordering a blue zircon ring about 9 years ago, and I'm still not over it. Okay? I'm still not over it because I know I missed a deal. I know I missed an opportunity. Shame on me for not living in the moment. Trust in the process. We got you. We got big savings for you and lots of variety. All right, 27 of these. This is DeJoy. This is your Amethyst Moissanite Bloom Cascade necklace, and these are all done with heart shapes. Now remember, heart shape is basically a pear shape with a cleft, but it's not the average pear shape because the end of the stone where the cleft is cut and you see the shoulders of the heart revealed, that has to be super thick. So you're talking about a variable thickness around the entire circumference of the stone, but it's got to make sense so that even though we call that the girdle, even though the girdle varies in thickness, it cannot interrupt the symmetry of the overall stone. Done, 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 done every single time because we got a team that knows how to cut gemstones, and man, are they awesome. All right, your everyday price on this, estimated retail about $17.50. And I can tell you, this is another one that I look at this and I think, oh man, that's so conservative. But we're just giving you that as a placeholder, as a stakeholder, so that you have an idea of what happens out there in the world of retail. They have more challenges than we do. We're right here in Austin. We don't have brick and mortar. We don't, we've got a lot of cost saving elements behind the scenes that affect the Shop LC price, which is all the way down to $319. Yeah, live 25. This is going to be shop 8. If you are planning the big day for your daughter, she's going to walk down that aisle. This is absolutely stunning. I can't think of a better way to link two hearts together with this visual all set in heart shapes. It's just gorgeous. And listen, when you add live 25 and you save that 25%, your budget pay is $64 when we're at $319. But live 25 knocks that price down to $239, and it changes your budget pay to $47.99. This might be the piece that your daughter wears to prom, and she'll wear it to every single fancy event she goes to. Prom, a bat mitzvah, a cotillion, a spring fling, a baptism, a christening. She'll wear it all the time throughout her life. And it's a foundational piece that will transition along with her through every aspect of a young woman's life. It's gorgeous. Your budget pay at $47.99 is amazing. And listen, if you shopped prices on accessories for prom, which you can buy many things that are essentially disposable jewelry that won't last a lifetime. They won't last through all of those other milestones that she's getting. That special time when your little baby girl, with the dog ears and the tooth missing forever. It's a very special time when she's making that transition from just being your sweet baby girl to being an amazing young woman to blossoming into a gorgeous woman and then traveling every stop and station along her lifespan. It's amazing. And to think that you can start her off with one piece like this. Prom jewelry ain't cheap, guys. Accessories that look good. You can get cheap costume jewelry. And should I say it, DJ? Hold on. Let me get my mouth ready. I'm going to put my foot in there. You can buy cheap costume jewelry. And you know what? It looks like cheap costume jewelry. This is the real deal. Layers and layers of elegance. And on the chain, it just accentuates just the right spot. Okay. And some of you do not like the all around tennis necklace for whatever reason. This gives you some options because that chain will just glide over the collarbones and it will drape down. If you've got a young gal who's doing pageants or you're doing pageants, can you imagine this on the décolleté during the evening gown presentation? Yeah, it makes a statement. Shop wisely, shop with fun, shop smartly with us here at Shop LC because you're saving 25% today and for the next 48 hours. Your budget pay goes from $64 down to $47.99 and you've got a full 30-day money-back guarantee. Yep, it's going to happen. She's going to grow up, so you might as well set her up to do it the right way. Oh, yes, she's going to do all that. By the way, you've got an extender on the back, which means you can wear it at 18 to 20 inches. And ladies, if you wanted to wear something that makes a statement with a caftan or a more casual, relaxed item, a statement piece on the neckline is a must-have, okay? And this price, $47.99? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it that we give you a lot of matching pieces. If you go back and do shop 4 or shop 5 on these, you get the earring. You could have a choice to bundle the earrings, the bracelet, and the earrings, bracelet, necklace. No, earrings, bracelet. I think necklace. Hold on. Earrings. Let me see. 4 and 5. Oh, earrings, bracelet, and ring. Yeah. You got an entire combo. Okay, so look at your options here and just wrap your brain around the fact that we love you and we're so happy just for the opportunity to be your family jeweler and to be maybe the heart and soul of some of those things that we celebrate. This is an amazing industry. We get to ride along and celebrate moments in the lives of so many of you out there. And it's such an amazing treasure and a gift that you share those moments with us. Okay, shop 8, I believe. Shop 8 for the necklace, and we're going to be moving on. Don't be afraid to shout out and say, hey, in the comments. I'd love to hear you. Share Shop LC with your friends and your family. You can watch us on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Of course, the television show is going live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop, 365. That's the way it's always been. And you can check out the last 25 items or the last 24 hours on your app to keep tabs of what kind of craziness is going on the live streams. Today, there have been some amazing deals on rubies for Valentine's Day. We're running in the red today. But the live streams offer their own unique savings opportunities as well. A lot of times, this is last in stock on these pieces, and so they would never get another airing if it weren't for live stream. And it's fun to see them in person. It really, really is. All right, now we had these earlier, okay? We had the bracelets, right? I'm wearing the earrings, and these don't match, but they definitely coordinate. So if this color combination really, you're kind of crushing on it right now, this is the way to do it. And look at that. This is a piece, and I can understand it if some of you are saying, well, that's a little bit more than I like to wear every single day because I'm busy, I'm doing stuff with my hands. I totally get that. But look at how considered the design is. That whole nest of beautiful stones is designed to perch right on top of your finger. So we try to do that balancing act of giving you a big, bold, luxurious look, but it's supremely wearable. Now, one great way to wear a piece like this, whether it's every day or those fancy occasions, is to put it on your pointer finger. We call it the finger of importance. Okay, this is pass the salt. I'll take that one. No, the blue one. Yeah, that one. No, the other blue one. It shows up. And when you wear a piece like this on a pointer finger, I don't know what it is. It's a game changer. There's something that shifts in your mindset. And I think it has to do with the belief that, there's so many things we can't afford. We think, I have to have, this is my nice ring, as in, oh gosh, I can only own one. And then behind the scenes, because I can only afford one. Well, that's all done here at Shop LC. This one is going to be Shop 9. All right, Shop 9. And I don't know if we still have matching pieces to go with this. This is your teardrop piece, Lusaka Amethyst, and incredible Sleeping Beauty turquoise, finished off with a gorgeous little scalloped edge of white zircon. The metal is sterling silver. It's finished off with very expensive rhodium, and the workmanship on this is no slouch. Let me show you how thick that band is. Can you see how much substance is right there, even in the metal? And just within this last year, we've always had DeJoy in the band printed out, D''JOI, which is short for delivering joy. But now, if you look on the under gallery in many pieces, that D for DeJoy will be stamped right there on the under gallery. So guys, we're signing our work. And any of you collect, I don't know, Beanie Babies, Avon jewelries, anything by a certain designer? It's a game changer. Even in fashion jewelry, it's a game changer when you can prove that a piece comes from a certain designer or a certain line. There's a certain amount of collectability, even in Avon rings, just because they've been out there hanging on for so long. You know what I mean? So when you consider that these are all signed pieces and they're limited quantity pieces, I'm just throwing that out there. That is one of the reasons that I love collecting entire suites of pieces, because I know they're limited, or I love collecting pieces that I really, really love because the provenance is there. So when the time comes for my family to trace down the rarity, the design team, that this is a Shop LC exclusive. And we white label for many other companies out there. We are a big manufacturing company on a global basis. So we make designer pieces for other retailers. But when we label it with DeJoy, when we put the D or the L for Luxora, when we label and sign pieces, they are in truth designed for our audience. We don't resell these to anybody else. Now, if you are a reseller and you want to order one or two of these pieces for your shop, your online shop, your physical store, maybe you're getting ready to do a little event at a fundraiser or a pop-up farmer's market somewhere, we're very reseller friendly. So you could talk to the personal shopping team, and we would love to be your supplier, one piece here, two pieces there, which is unheard of. Most wholesale companies are going to require a minimum dollar amount or a minimum number of pieces. That's not what we do here at Shop LC. You've got a full 30-day money-back guarantee on these. If you wanted to buy one for you and one in the size for your shop, you can do that. And let's say it doesn't sell in 30 days, you send it back, okay? Your budget pay on this has gone from $61 at $304 down to a resale price, a live stream price of $228 and a budget pay of $45 and change. So you can see the savings. Your budget pay, let's just do it in budget pay. Your budget pay starts out at $61, 5 payments, interest free. Your budget pay has gone down to 5 payments, equal payments of $45 and change, and no interest, and no credit check, and no qualifying, and a 30-day happiness guarantee. Pretty darn amazing. The center amethyst is about 8 carats. Is that right? No, what is it? Hold on. Got to see that. 5? Is it 5 or 6, DJ? 5.
5.
Center stone is 6 carats. And listen, I'm going to let you know, I'm partial to the designs that have amethyst and turquoise because it's an experience that you don't get. Now, I have to tell you this about the turquoise. The turquoise has been stabilized. And turquoise is not a gemstone that wears well over time. It does not age well. It's a softer stone. I think it's like a 2 or 3 on the Mohs scale, so it can get soft and crumbly and powdery and over time almost disintegrate. These have the Zachary process. That true robin's egg blue is locked in. It's been preserved forever and always, okay? It's not going to change. They're not going to crumble. They're not going to discolor. Turquoise in its natural state is a lot like a pearl. It'll take in your body oils. It'll change color. It can start to look a little greasy, a little mottled, a little less than attractive. Let me be nice about it. Less than attractive. I love the way that we've just locked this in. This is a forever and always design. And it's really distinctive. Where in the world are you seeing anybody use this color? Big fashion magazines, high-end designer stores. When you talk about a jewelry design team that throws in this kind of creative use of complementary colors, you're talking about a level of style and sophistication in that design that's not an everyday occurrence. All right, this one is shop 9. And I don't think we have any remaining pieces on this one. Do we have any bundle and save on this one? I don't think we do. I think this is the end of an era. Yeah, okay. $304.99 every day. That's an incredible value, my friends. We want to say thank you for joining the live stream. This is an emerging market where we're really looking to build this audience. So we've incentivized all these pieces at 25% off. You type in live 25, we say thank you with a 25% savings, and your budget pay goes down to 45 and change. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Do we have anybody in the chat we need to say hey to?
Oh, just chilling.
Just chilling. Cross your T. We've got a lot of folks out there as well. So thank you for joining us. You can find me on Facebook if you want, Becky Booker. My personal page is a little Sasquatch. It's a little, I call it a Santa Squatch, a little Sasquatch ornament wearing a Santa hat. And I just couldn't retire him. It was just so gorgeous. Or you can find me at Becky Booker Shop LC Host. Something amazing for the gentleman right here, right now. DJ, do you have a really fancy gentleman's piece?
I don't.
Okay. I'm just saying this might be calling your name right here, right now. And 888-835-2237, write it down. That's your personal shopper. Now, we're going to show you a picture of this. And as a gemologist, a GIA gemologist now for, a long time, since the 1980s, and a person who's collected rocks, some of my earliest memories are picking up rocks. I don't know why. I don't even fight anymore. That's just what I do. But when you look at this stone, if I hold it like this with a light source behind me, because this is cut in an emerald cut, faceting is kind of like the little black dress of the gemstone world. It adds sparkle. It adds sequins, if you will, because it changes the way that light interacts with the stone. And it also provides a little camouflage for naturally occurring things in the stone. Maybe the stone has a little zoning. Maybe it's got a little visible characteristics. I don't care about any of that because to me, every single one of those is an amazing little miracle. But let me show you something about this. When you look at this is really cool. You don't see any twinkle facets. You don't see any shimmer sequin kind of light effect here because this isn't what we call an emerald cut. It's got the cut corners. Some people will call it, it'll be described as an octagon. So technically it has 8 sides. It is octagonal. But old school gemology term, I'm just going to call it an emerald cut because this is how you most normally see emeralds. Anyway, there's one long skinny facet. There's one long skinny facet. And that pattern is also repeated on the undergallery of the stone. So you have all of these straight line facets. And if you turn the stone just right, guess what? The table becomes the window to the soul of the stone. And you get to experience the richness of this amazing gem quality stone, Quad A, by looking through that window. And sometimes in Moroccan amethyst, for example, you can see the little spicules of hematite. Sometimes you get to see the natural color zoning that quite often happens in amethyst. So you get to experience this beautiful layering of color in a faceted stone. And it will show up most likely in an emerald cut. One of the reasons I love these, there's just, you sort of break away from the sparkle of a faceted, brilliant cut stone, and you just simply fall into that amazing pool of color. Now, from across the room, this is gorgeous. You've got a little moissanite on the side. And these are actually shield cut moissanites, which is another wow factor. And they are burnished into the side of the stone. You can see a nice up close picture when you type in shop 10 and go back to the photo gallery of this stone. So go back to the picture gallery and take a look at the details because they're important. Very rarely do you see any stone in today's marketplace cut as a kite shape. So that's a special order stone. The amethyst itself is set in 18 karat yellow gold on top of sterling silver. So it's an 18 karat yellow gold vermeil mounting. And our start price is $264.99. Altogether, the amethysts are going to be right around 5.75 to 6 carats. So an incredible amount of color. Definitely top tier. Type in amethyst crown jewels in your browser, hit that button, and just look at the pictures that show up. And then take a look at this. I can promise you that there's not a crown jewels collection out there that has this color amethyst that Her Royal Highness or His Royal Highness bought on budget pay for $39 and change. Do you think that the Queen would or do you think that if Charles were wearing this ring, he would have done a budget pay for 5 payments of $40? Okay, maybe he would have said, I'll just put the whole thing on this card, and you would have spent, oh man, I have to triple check that price. It's $198. It goes from $264. You type in live 25 and the price just dissolves down to $198, and then you can budget pay it at $39. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Now, ladies, we call this a gents ring, not because it's particularly, this is for the dudes. But you're going to see the joy down here in the logo. All right. This has got an east-west design. You've got your D on the top. East-west design means that it sits across the finger, as opposed to something that we would call north-south, where it sits elongated on your hand. But I've got a couple pieces that I wear because I wear an 8 or a 9, so I can easily pull that off. But it's called the gentleman's ring because of that design. Okay. And let me show you just for example. Let me show you this one, which we had earlier, okay? So they're about the same height, but this is all enclosed, all right? So there's a little extra width on the shoulders. You see what I'm talking about? And the stone is basically set at this level, so it's set down a little deeper. Interesting. This is basically the same amount of stone exposed, but you've got this open basket work. Here you have that enclosed piece, which are some of the elements that we consider gentlemen's rings. This is going to be different sizes as well. This will start at size 9, and we have sizes available up to and including size 14. Okay, so ladies, if you can wear this on a pointer or a middle finger, I'm going to encourage you to get it because it's a very architectural, sort of sleek and sophisticated, clean design. It's not very complicated. No multiple stones unless the side stones, but it's just a really sophisticated, simple, elegant design. The elegance of simplicity is what you see in this design. And a crazy price, $39, 30-day money-back guarantee. That one is shop 10. Get out there and get your Valentine something. Even if, gentlemen, if you wear jewelry all the time, just like our women, our lady collectors, this is unbeatable. And if it's something that you only wear every once in a while, wow, what a knockout piece, okay? And so affordable. Plus, something that will stand the test of time, which means big value for your dollars. In addition to top quality Lusaka amethyst, incredible shield-shaped moissanites, really beautifully designed and finished. I mean, you've just got a piece that, again, lasts for generations. All right, that one is going to be shop 10. Right, shop 10. Hold on. Forget in a minute. Shop 10, type that in, save 10%. When you type that in the chat box below, you get to the ultimate shopping experience at the Shop LC website, and you can choose your size, your budget pay. Check out the Sure Shield program because that's our insurance program, which means that that for the long haul, we've got you covered with any necessary repairs if you ever need to have those. So that's great. You can lock that in as well. I don't know. There's just something about these two. If this one is the his, this one ought to be the hers because there's just something really beautiful about these in the gold. These are both going to be vermeil mountings. Now, this one will be shop 11. All right, so shop 11, type that below, and you're going to see that the accent stones here are of a size and a color concentration that you could easily take all of those little pear-shaped petals around the edge. You could easily, and you do see that very often, as a single stone, as the heartbeat of a single design. And here, what could be a solitaire size, we've nestled a whole bunch of those around to give you a beautiful floral-inspired design. Doesn't that look great? Again, sits right on the hand, all right there on the top, perfectly balanced. Regular retail on this, right around $2,100. The center stone and the perimeter are all done in gorgeous Lusaka amethyst, about 9 carats total. Stop it already. About 9 carats. And the band, again, you got to have a lot of metal to put a piece like that together, and it's beautifully done. Look at that sparkle. Wow. All right. Our price every day is $199. Type in Live 25. This is where my mind just gets blown over and over. Live 25 drops your all-in price to $149. Then you've got the budget pay, 5 budget pays. So your budget pay goes from $40 to essentially $30. You save $10, $50 over the long haul. Short-term payment, long-term beauty, long-term sophistication, long-term value. Short-term payment, long-term, all the good stuff. That is my kind of pricing. Shop 11, type it in below. We'll get you straight over to the website, which shows you all of the details. And listen, some of these little details, it's impossible to keep every stone, every moment, always completely smudge-free. So when you look at a few of these characteristics, that's a little piece of lint, that's a little piece of dirt, that's a little finger smudge. So you see some of those even more expanded. But that's what it looks like on the hand. You don't see those little minuscule details. Don't worry about them. They're great. And if you want to clean this, take a little soft baby toothbrush, 1 drop of whatever you're using on your dishes, not ever toothpaste. It's too abrasive. And just give it a little wipe. Run it under warm water. You're done. I mean, it's gorgeous. Could not be any easier to wear this and look so sleek and sophisticated every single time you do. Budget pay goes down to $30. Shop 11. We're going to be moving and grooving. All right. Now we're going to do another piece for the gentleman's ring. We just did this one, which was east to west. I'm going to show you the contrast. East to west on this one, which was shop 10. Shop 12 is going to give you what we would call the north-south presentation. Let me show you. And it's done with just a little bit of a difference in design. Instead of the emerald cut, now you've got a cushion cut. But you've got a very similar carat weight. So this is going to be about 7 carats. This is going to be about 6. So very much in the same neighborhood when it comes to the impact that this makes. This is accented with luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. And you've got this little sort of half halo. They almost look like little diamond parentheses around the center stone. But this is east-west, kind of a saddle setting. And this is a classic linear setting, which would be north-south on the hand. Just a little subtle design difference, but both very stunning pieces. Now, ladies, we've got this in, I believe, size 9 up to 14 as well. But here's what we're going to do on the price. $199 every single day of what you probably could expect to pay at retail for $15, $16, $18, $2,000. The sky's the limit. There's no standard pricing in our industry. Any retailer in any place at any time can put any price on any item. We just get right down to the nitty gritty. How much can we save you? As opposed to, I wonder if we could get this big price point. We can always mark it down. We turn that whole equation around in every single piece and look at it from the standpoint of how do we honor our audience, our family, our friends with saving you the most money as possible. Instead of starting out with the OMG mindset or the wow mindset, we start out very practical, very humble, very genuine. How much can we save our customers when they buy this piece? Because honestly, it's a little self-serving. We believe if we can deliver honest value, deliver joy in every piece, we believe that will cascade down and you will be a happy repeat customer. And hopefully with your blessing, you'll share Shop LC with your friends and family. $199 on any day that ends in Y with free shipping. Everything in the show has been free shipping, by the way. Type in Live 25 It goes down to $149. Take the budget pay. It goes down to, I don't know. Open your budgeting app. Do you have $1 a day that you could invest in a lifelong luxury piece like this? Would you be willing to spend $1 a day for 5 months? Not 60 months, not 48 months. Have you noticed there's a big chatter now out there in the finance world where they're talking about this thing that's a 50-year mortgage. So they're not saving you any money. They're just giving you longer to pay and charging you more interest along the way. Instead of paying interest for 30 years, would you like to pay interest for 50 years? Now, let that roll down into the world of retail, where you've got everybody and his Bubba wanting to give you a short-term financing plan. Oh, yeah, you can get 12 months on that. Here, let's get your details. Oh, do you have your social security number? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to run your credit. 12 months, 14 months, 24 months. We're not going to run your credit before or after. We're just going to say, hey, we can help you out with that. You want to make one payment today, and can you make 5 payments altogether? Okay, no interest. We'll send it to you with your very first payment. That is so rare in today's world. Shrinking values, skyrocketing interest everywhere you turn. Everybody wants you to pay interest on this, that, and the other. We're not charging you a penny. But you got to say yes, and you got to do it quickly, because I'll tell you what, we only have about 100 of these. So this one is relatively new, and if this hits the airways and the highways and the byways with any show that's coming up this week, I can guarantee you this will be gone. Gone. And gentlemen, we'd love to have you as a part of our Shop LC VIP page on Facebook as well. So yeah, if $30 interest free on the budget pay if that makes sense to you, then please. And honestly, for those of you that are watching this for the very first time, you're just strolling through, if you're saying to yourself, that makes no sense, that is too good to be true, there's got to be something wrong, there's something fishy going on here. No, we are so unaccustomed to amazing value in today's world. DJ, I'm just knocking down your display. It's empty because I'm wearing the earrings, y'all. If honest to goodness value is something that you have been missing, welcome home. And it's not just beautiful jewelry. We started out with jewelry. You should check out some of our home products as well. We've had things like treadmills and walkers, and we had a little mini chainsaw the other day. Loretta and Sean went crazy for the little chainsaw. So we've expanded our collection far beyond beautiful jewelry. Still our foundational piece, our foundational focus, and what we do the most of. But there's a lot of other goodies and treasures waiting for you at shoplc.com. All right. And speaking of treasures, would you think about joining us for GemFest? It's going to be next Friday. You just walk up to the door like it's an everyday thing for you. Push the button, come on in, get registered, and you'll get a personal escort into GemFest, where there's a fashion show, there are workshops, there's mixing, there's mingling, there's snacks. And really good snacks, okay? I'm not talking about cheese on a cracker. I'm talking about really good snacks, okay? Come and join us here in Austin at our headquarters for GemFest next Friday, starting at 1 p.m., okay? Come on, I'm going to be there, and so are a lot of your other friends as well. Bring a friend and come on and hang out with us. All right, that's Shop 12. We're going to be moving and grooving, my friends. A few more pieces to get to, so I'm going to have to ramp it up, DJ. I know I've been talking about this stone too long, but it's a favorite, and I just want you to understand that don't overlook Amethyst. She's a darling, she's a diva, and she deserves a little bit of your credit and a beautiful place of importance in your jewelry wardrobe. Okay, we're going to be moving. Now, the next one coming up will be Shop 13. And remember, personal shoppers, okay, 888-835-2237. I just wrote shop here instead of 12. This is Shop 13. And again, there's that magic color. There's the blue and the purple. There's the world-class purple, the top quality, top tier, top 5% of Lusaka Amethyst, which shows you the purples, the blues, the pinks, the cranberries. You might look at that and think, I've actually got a couple of pieces that I've worn to different places. I was wearing a piece at the grocery store, and I actually had the cashier say, "Oh, I love your ring. Is that real?" And then she leaned in. "Is that real?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's real. That was my 9-carat ruby." She's like, "Oh, I love your ring. Is that real?" And I said, "Yes." because, we've got a great selection, but if you stick around and hang out with us, you're going to learn a lot about gemstones and jewelry. And it's fun along the way to not only collect them because you just fall in love at first sight with how it looks, but then you fall in love all over again when you break down the mysterious details of every single magical jewel. And this combination, wow. The blue and the purple and the reds and the cranberries and the violets. It is so gorgeous. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Shop 13. Type it down below. We'll get you straight over to the Shop LC website where you can take a deep dive into the photo album of this piece. And this is the first piece we've had today that's accented with marquise cuts. Now, that's important because a marquise cut, if you think of what an oval looks like, a marquise cut actually has the sides polished down even further. And you know what happens to the part that gets polished down? It turns into dust. It disappears. It's gone. So you start out with a piece that weighs a certain amount, and every piece is sold by weight ultimately, and then you polish away some of the value of that. In some cases, it makes the finished marquise piece even more valuable. Even though you've technically lost weight, the skill of producing that symmetrical shape is so difficult that in most cases, it actually increases the value of that stone. Same holds true for this one. All right, we have 38 of these pieces. 38 collectors can add this to their collection right now. Everyday price on this in the world of retail would be around $2,000. Shop LC price on this any day of the week would be around $200. Free shipping, because it's over $50 for every one of you, but there are only 38. Your budget pay every day of the week is $40. We're going to save you $25 when you type in live 25. And this one does have, it does have the secure shield as well, just making sure. Use the code live 25. Your price goes down to $149, which means your payment goes down to that magical, I can do it, $1 a day. $1 a day for 5 months. That is an affordable amount for a realistic time frame that gives you a wonderful, unexpected lifetime of wearing this beautiful piece. Wear this with your Santa Fe pieces. Wear this with your Bali pieces. Wear this with anything, any place, any time, because this is one that plays well with others. This gemstone, this color, this purple, this regal color, it plays well with every color in the box. It is just a stunning team player when you're talking about gemstones and jewelry. And easy to maintain. You can wear this and wear this and wear this. Keep it simple. When you clean it, just a tiny little bit of very mild soap, because you do have the turquoise here, a little brush, a little rinse, you're done. You're done. You're done, okay? And you've got some white zircon snuggled in here around as well. So I'm sorry. It's not. DJ, I stand corrected. These are lab-grown diamonds.
Pretty good.
$1 a day. I mean, what in the world for $1 a day? And that piece in the middle, it weighs in at about 1.5 carats, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. $422 on the cushion cut amethyst. I am so loving this piece. Goes well with anything. Sterling, silver, rhodium finish. Design that is wearable, designed to be worn, designed to be adored, designed to love you back. And you'll rake in the compliments on this one, my friends. You really will. All right, shop 13. We're going to be moving and grooving. I'm going to hurry, try to get through the whole collection, DJ. All right, next coming up, we're going to give you classic styling. This is shop 14. This has Zambian amethyst. And you're going to notice with the Zambian amethyst that the transparency, even though the color is really, really rich, the color will seem to float through the stone, as opposed to this really, they're both dark. They're both really saturated. But when you look at, let me show you something here. When you look at what you typically get from a Lusaka amethyst, there's an underlying sort of depth of color that you get the depth of color, but you just get it. It's sort of effervescent with the purple. You will see with your eye, you'll probably see bigger flashes of pink. You might see that the flashes seem to be a little bit more rapid fire. That's the earring. Go back and get that. That was shop 5, I think, or shop 4. But when you look at Zambia and Amethyst, I would say that the secondary color is going to be more of kind of a pinky rose de France color as opposed to the secondary blue, strong sort of powerhouse navy blue that you get in the Lusaka pieces. Listen, one is not more valuable than the other. It's just a different color palette. These are all top 5%, top tier gem quality pieces. But when you look at the way that this is so classic, this is one of those time chameleons. It could be something that belonged to your great-grandmother. It could be something from the early 1900s that may have been designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany or any of those big-name designers back then. It definitely has kind of an earthy, sort of organic, almost bloom or nature feel because of the curvy look. These almost look like little petals embracing that beautiful cushion cut in the middle. Anyway, this is called the poinsettia, and this is accented with moissanite. Now, expect to be a little bit when it comes to looking at the moissanite because it's almost 2.5 times more fire than diamonds. Okay, and you might not understand that on a technical basis. That's not a big deal. You leave it to us, the gemologists, the rock hounds, to put together different gemstone combinations with different attributes, and then you enjoy the look and feel. Moissanite, even as accent stone, has a powerful punch of radiant sparkle, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. Seriously, if I saw this on somebody's hand, I would think, wow, I wonder if that's an antique platinum piece. It's designed to have that look and feel. It is really ageless and timeless. This is supremely separate from any point on the calendar. It's just simple elegance for always and ever. Shop 14, your everyday price on this. Your everyday suggested retail is right around $8.79. Your regular Shop LC price, and by the way, this averages 4.8 reviews. Thank you so much because this is so worthy of that. Your everyday price on this is $174.99. You type in live 25, boom, your price drops to $131 and change. You type in click, you check that box for budget pay. It's that simple. Live 25. Click for budget pay. Your budget pay goes down to $26. Not a day, $26 per month. You still have a 30-day money-back guarantee. When it comes to bridal jewelry, I love working with Cheryl Briggs because she'll just tell you, I have 28 wedding rings. When you look back in the history of jewelry, we never really thought about having more than one wedding ring or engagement ring until Princess Grace came along. Grace Kelly married up and became the Princess of Monaco. Well, good job. And she made it a thing. She said, I want some variety in my bridal jewelry. Can you imagine this as an engagement ring? And then you just simply add just a little band. It doesn't have to match. You just add a little band of lab-grown diamonds or a little band of moissanite. Or maybe this is the whole thing. Maybe you're all in with this piece. Any of those scenarios are 100% doable. Or maybe you add a little band of pink diamonds. Or maybe you add a little band of amethyst. You see what I mean? Options. Endless, affordable, elegant options where you're not asked to compromise or give in or settle. There's no settling here. You have top quality. Type in Amethyst Crown Jewels and just see what pops up. See what pops up. All right, a budget pay. This is our most affordable budget pay of the show. $26 that is so doable, and it's set in sterling silver. You're going to have rhodium on top of that. Type in Shop 14. If you're brand new to Shop LC, say new, and put it in the chat below. And find me on Facebook. Let's see who's in the chat out there. Let me read some of those names. Alejandro Andres, thank you. Quandawal, thank you. Anmol, cross your T. Rustam, Tanya, I love that. Who else do we have? Valmiki, thank you. Everybody is out there shopping today, window shopping. This is not the place to window shop. This is the place to make it happen. And I know I'm a cautious shopper. I will tell you, think about it. Well, there are times when you just don't think about it. You have to do it because your instinct knows, okay? Your heart will send you where you need to go, but it has to have permission from your brain, and your brain will talk you out of a good thing time and time again. No regrets on this one. No regrets. All goody, because the budget right here is $26. All right. Now, I did a Facebook Live before the show, and I know we've got a bundle and save on this one, and I cannot believe my eyeballs on this one. I mean, come on, DJ. This is ridiculous. The color combination, talk about something garden inspired. I am so ready for my garden to start blooming. If you have any morning glories, the cultivated kind that have those big, huge, floppy hat flowers, these amethysts, along with the red of the garnet and the green of the diopside. I mean, there's just something about this to me as a gardener that just says summertime blooms, gorgeous bouquet that never expires. They're stunning. Now, we're going to start with the pendant. You have Moroccan amethyst. DJ, would you do me a favor and my big, huge bag, would you just come and put it over here? Because I want to look at this with my loupe. Moroccan amethyst is different. Moroccan amethyst does not grow like this, okay? Moroccan amethyst grows in single crystals. So you find individual crystals. Imagine just finding one of those. And it's unique because Moroccan amethyst very often, well, it has a very high iron content. And in addition to that, the iron content is really big. And that means that every once in a while, you will see little hematite needles. If you're a fan of rutilated quartz, and you know what those quartz crystals look like, you may see individual little hematite crystals in these, and it's a very distinctive color. You've got very beautiful transparency on these. You'll see a little bit of color layering. See, DJ, this has hematite crystals in it. They look like little red fibers or filaments that go through. This is Moroccan amethyst. When you see those red hematite, guess what? That is gemological proof, because that phenomenon only occurs in amethyst that is artisanally mined. That means hand tools, hearts, hands, love of finding the treasures. They are individually hand mined, and they grow in kind of a figure 8 shape. So the purple in the crystals occurs in the center of the stone. Dang it, I can't get this on. So you have to chisel away a lot of the other stuff. Moroccan amethyst. Oh my gosh. And diopside. Oh, my heart's beating so fast right now. Do not take my blood pressure right now because it's big. Okay. This is already on a clearance price. Okay. Our everyday price on this one, I'm talking about the pendant. And by the way, I believe the chain's included. Our everyday low price on this one is $179, which makes no sense. $179. Retail on this at $739. Forget about it. Retail on this, if you put a 1 or even a 2, because when you can identify where a stone is from, think about what that does. Colombian emeralds, cha-ching. Burmese rubies, cha-ching. Okay? When you can prove source, you are in a whole other level of rare and exotic. Okay? I love it. Clearance price is down to $134.99. Budget pay and live 25 savings. So it goes from $134 on clearance. So we're at $180. We go down to $134.99 clearance. Then live stream takes it down to $101. Yeah. And then budget pay takes it down to $20. Now, please bundle and save. Bundle and save. And the 20-inch chain is included. Woo. Okay. The amethyst is going to be 4.55 carats. And I'm going to take these off. This is going to be shop 15 on the pendant, shop 16 on the ring. And I'm going to show you two of the most stunning pieces, Amethyst Sisters, the ring and the pendant, that you will ever own. You will not find this copied or repeated anywhere. This looks like a newbie gemstone designer just making that break-in piece that ushers them into a life of design. And it's just part of the art of who we are and what we do on the daily at Shop LC. Delivering joy, no pun intended, is a multifaceted process so that every group of skilled artisanal hands along the way do their job, finding the stones, cutting the stones, the team that matches the stones. There's actually a team that has to sit down and with eyeballs and, fingers and tweezers, they have to sort each one of those stones so that in each one of these, the garnet and the chrome dioxide all match in symmetry, the symmetry of the shape and the intensity of the color. All right, this one is going to be shop 15. And can we do the other one, the ring at 16? Okay, so shop 15 and shop 16. Now, let me see, the ring is 6, 7, 8, and 9 are the sizes on the ring. This is what we call, if you're petite and you need a smaller size ring, this is what we call the find a finger, make it fit moment. Because, oh my goodness gracious. DJ, I'm going to get these. I'm not lying to you. These are just gorgeous. Look at that color combination. Beautiful, gorgeous material. That's the ring. Get it while you can. $179.99 everyday price on this one. Type in live 25 and save 25% and watch your budget pay go all the way down to $26.99. Now, if you want to bundle and save, here's how that happens. You save 10% on both of them when you buy them together right now. Well, any other day of the week you save 10%, okay? But you can live 25 and save on the bundle and save price. So 10% when you bundle and save, and then an extra 25% when you buy them both today and use your exclusive live stream discount. That option will disappear in 47 minutes and counting. That is a very, very true thing. Don't miss this deal. So if you bundle and save, what does it go down to altogether?
Let's see.
And by the way, if you are a reseller, if you buy 2 of these, you get an extra savings because you multiple buy on any one of those. Those are little hidden treasures that are waiting for you all the time at Shop LC. So if you've got an event or you're saying thank you to a group of friends or you're a reseller and you need to buy multiples of something, there's an extra savings there when you multi-buy every single design. And if you get stuck in that and it's just tell me what it is, personal shopping, 888-837-2235, and they will help you get it sorted, okay? They're just absolutely the dream team. Okay, so $134.99 on the pendant chain combo, $179 on the ring, okay, because you got a little bit more precious metal in there, so we have to accommodate for that. So it's absolutely can see that common sense deal. And you bundle and save, you should be at $314, okay? $314. When you save 10%, you bundle and save, guess what? It goes down to $283. That is a wonderful value. I mean, that's good. We could stop there. We could stop there and still be very confident that that's an amazing deal. But we didn't stop there, okay? You type in live 25, do the bundle and save. Now, you already saved 10%. So you've already gone from $314 to $283. Bundle and save now. You type in live 25, and now you take $283, which includes your 10% savings. You type in live 25 and it goes from $283 to $212. So you save another $60. And then you can take a budget pay. And that's where the magic happens as well, because your budget pay goes down to $42 and change. You get the ring, you get the pendant, you get the chain, you get the wow factor, you get the goosebumps. You just get it all. You really get it all. All right, DJ, scroll down for a second so I can make sure that I identify all of the extra stones in this. But that is glorious. Absolutely amazing. All right, now, okay. And this has a lot of reviews. You're looking at really high reviews on these. Okay, the center amethyst is going to be about 4.25. The chrome diopside, that's an all natural green color. The nickname of chrome diopside is the Russian emerald. And I can tell you something, I love emeralds. I think we don't talk about our emeralds enough. I really rave about the emeralds because they're beautiful. But chrome diopside is all natural. It is not heated or treated or filled or anything like that. That's the color that it is as it's mined. The rhodolite garnet accents, those are not heated or treated or whatever. That's the color that they are. And when you're talking about Moroccan amethyst, and you happen to get a piece that's got the little hematite crystals in there, oh my goodness. You have hit the jackpot, mother lode, OMG, yes. The thing about the Moroccan amethyst is gem traders who work frequently in that part of the world, they had heard little bits of, cha-cha-cha, little bits of chatter about the existence of that stone for a long time. And finally, They discovered it. Now the thing is, it's a very small village, and that particular mine is mined by just basically just a few families. And it's an artisanal mine. It's not a heavy equipment going with a lot of infrastructure mine. There may even be some video online with how that stone is mined. But gosh, what a treasure. What an amazing treasure. And hats off to the design team. I mean, what a home run. Did you notice that the intensity of the center stone, and here's the smart thing about it, the intensity of the center stone is equal to the intensity and the richness of the color of the rhodolite garnet. It's equal to the saturation and the depth of color in those beautiful chrome diopsides. Did you see how balanced that is? I love pointing out the subtleties, and I love giving you, the time that we spend together, not only sharing incredible deals with you, but helping you understand why these are so significant to own. And this is not a theory class, okay? I love explaining to you the theory in action, the concept, the how it happens. But it also, I'm so excited when you get these treasures home. And I really do hope that they are life-changing, breathtaking moments for your everyday experience, or maybe for that particularly wonderful event that you want to save those feelings, capture that moment, and remember for a lifetime. All right, now that's going to be the last two for the day. Go back and review the show. Please share it with friends and family. You can like, follow, and share. And remember, live streams happen now on the daily basis. And you can tune in and watch on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. You'll be amazed. You go back and watch the shows on YouTube. I'll be back at 2:00 with a lineup of aquamarine, and I'm going to get really excited about that as well, because as a grandma, that is the birthstone of my little grandson Leo, and so we are going to have some fun with an incredible lineup, and of course, live stream pricing. So go get yourself some lunch. Take a nap, do whatever you need to do, feed the dog, walk the dog, polish the car, because we're going to do aquamarine at 2:00. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Get your amethyst now. Bye, y'all.